Eh, woman, woman, asalo una ma woman them asalo una ma woman them for all over the world, asalo una for whichever place una dey una dey watch the video, what una dey na for farm, or una dey for market, or una dey for work, or una dey for house, or una dey for motor the drive go someplace dey listen this video. Asalo una una welcome for MyTake. My name na Gina F. Today na how to maintain a trustful relationship in your marriage. How to maintain a trustful relationship with your spouse. Now where they talk about them today. But before I dive into the video, please, if you haven't subscribed yet to my YouTube channel, please take a minute to do so. All you need to do is to go to YouTube, type MyTake by Gina F. It is free to subscribe. All you do is once you get to my YouTube, once you are on YouTube, you go to my video. Below the video you see a red button says subscribe. If you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe. It goes a long way. Thank you for subscribing. Now let's go to the video. How to maintain a trustful relationship with your spouse. This be very important. If you notice, I'm not talking how to gain trust, how to maintain it. Because I believe, say, before you even want for say you do to your spouse, una must get a foundation of trust where it be in a good footing before una say una do to each other. Una must get a very high level of trust for one another before una say una do. If una not get and then una they already run into problems for una marriage. Why I talk so? Because trust na the foundation of a relationship. You cannot be having a successful relationship with your spouse if una two not love and trust each other. Una no fit work together if there is no love and if there is no trust. Every other thing we don't talk about on so far for the secret of happy marriage be boiled down on the foundation that you and your spouse trust each other. You cannot work as a team without trust. You cannot help each other develop without trust. You cannot have a good communication without trust. You cannot learn to control your jealousy without trust. You cannot do anything with each other without trust. That is why trust is very important in maintaining a happy relationship. Now, I know say, yes, people feel enter marriage where they get the trust, but down the road in the marriage, trust they be broken sometimes. Now, why they come with this video today? When we're not there for that stage where trust don't be broken, it be very important. Say more wanna try as possible for regain back that trust. Very important. I go tell una the things and way go help una today for this video for regain back una trust. The first one I say waiting. Una get for be willingly for want for regained trust. That's the first thing that you and your spouse una get for be willingly for one for regain back that trust. When I mean say willing, I say waiting. If una don't be for a situation, something don't happen where it break the trust between you and your spouse, una get for want for work together, for work back, for regain that trust. It be very important. Now the first step that for trying to bring back trust. The second thing now waiting, communication. Communication. If one of una two do something where it break down the trust between you and the other person, una want forget a conversation about that thing. No run. No go lock door for another person in the face. If una don't decide, say, the scenario, the situation where it happen, not be a situation where it want for break una apart. Na situation where una want for continue for live with each other, then una forget a conversation about that. If you no want for talk about the issue, it means say you no want solve the problem. That's why they talk. If your spouse hurts you, or cheat on you, or lie on you, or do something where it break your trust, my sister, and you should done back, you think and say, hey, I still love my husband. I still want to save my marriage. Even though we don't do this thing. My sister, when you see and say you still want to continue with that relationship, right? Then you forget a conversation with your spouse. You forget a conversation with your spouse. And this conversation, now how it will be? For that conversation, I tell you how the conversation will be. 1, open and direct question. Una be open to each other, and the questions and answer be direct. Me say no, no. You dey talk wait it happen, and you where you do the thing, you for tell the other person exactly wait it happen. No lying. No trying to say, I don't think that she can handle this, or maybe she'll be too angry. No of that. You want to solve that problem, it has to be open and clean. Explain, say the truth. No more lies. Una forget a truthful conversation. The person asks you, what happen, you where you do the action or the thing where make that person vex, you for tell that person straight, what happen. Now the beginning that for solving that problem. Not be say you go come lie again on top of the thing. No, the truth. Now that person it plays for make their decision on whether they want accept you moving forward with that situation or not. Not be now you there in this position for say you want twist and for fix things, because let me tell you, you're not fixing anything. You not talk the truth go still come out, and then it go even be worse for solve the problem. Say the truth, una get a healthy discussion about the issue, and after that, if una two decide so una still want for continue that relationship, then una get for come to an agreement. An agreement means say wait una go decide what una want for the agreement. Either the person will be do the act say I promise I will no more do it, and when you say you promise, you better keep that promise, because that person that you're talking that promise is listening and registering that your promise. Una get for come to an agreement. How una want for work una relationship moving forward. Now the conversation that way una get forget them. Now so, and number 2 that. Number 3, when una don't decide say una want move on with that relationship, una still want continue that relationship. That person where he commit the act, get for understand say the other partner need time, a little time to digest and assess and process the information before she can forgive completely. People grieve differently. So you want to forgive your other person's time for heal, for ingest, and for digest the situation. Now, I want to talk for that person where they give time for digest. My sister and my brothers. When the one give you time for digest the situation, and when you don't decide say you want for continue with that relationship, no go sleep on top that time. When I mean so no go sleep, no go take years to digest it. Because the more time when you take for digest that relationship, the more time we take for digest that problem might actually create a more bigger problem than the original problem. Might actually create a more bigger problem than the real problem. So, you need time to digest, yes, but don't digest it for too long, because you might push that person, you might make that other person start to feel that you are not willingly to forgive them. That's what I'm talking about. You want to forget your time, but you don't want to sleep on it. You want to make it. Come up with a solution faster than later. It'd be better off for both of you now. Now they want that. The other one, I say waiting. Even when we're not there for that process of digestion and communication with the problem, they go on. We not want for remain connected to each other. What I mean by this connected to each other, and I say waiting. So many times them would they give the devil more room than we feel say would solve the problem. Why I talk so? People they go there where they get problem. You see something, it vex you. Bam bam, you pack your bag, you go. You do wait me they can beg you. Ma give example. Ma even talking I say be the cheat. Girlfriend be then have aside. You will come, madam, pack your bag, carry on, go. Say you the vex. You want me to beg you. In that meantime, you not stay connected with your husband. You give him too much room in the name of say you the vex. Before you open your eye and say one shine and say wait till you go on. If now girlfriend be there outside, not surprised you one kind of house see the day, see the madam don't quack for your chair. See the girl don't come quack inside your house, take position. Because you don't leave. So you do wait. May they can fix the problem. May they can talk for you. May they can beg you. May they can. Yes, they go beg you all that one. But in the course of all that process, my sister, you want to remain connected with your spouse. Not what they talk. No give your spouse total room. Not abandon them. Not just cut off from them. Because you do wait till you want me they can beg you. No mistake. Don't. Yes. Una dey in a working process. Yes, you need time for digester, but even in that process, una two still get for remain connected. Una still get for they get some kind of conversation. Una still get for they get some kind of talking with each other. In fact, una get for they talk more to each other. Why that process do go on? Do not give room in the name of say you the vex. Make some mademoiselle can't enter your house, you don't quack. Stay connected with your spouse during that period. That's what they talk. The final one, I say waiting, my sister. Once you don't decide, once una two don't decide, say this marriage is worth fighting for, is worth staying than that problem. Let it go. Let that problem go. When I mean say let that problem go, my sister, let it go. Don't talk about it. Don't repeat it. Don't think about it. Don't when somebody want to do something, every time you look it so then I say you all time you cheat. No. Let it go and close the chapter. Book still, throw away the book. No talk about them again. No be say you don't talk so you don't forgive somebody, then the person want do small something and not so you dey cheater and not be na so you dey cheater and not be na so you did. When you always insult the person on something where you don't talk so you don't forgive it, and yet every day you talk about and the person will say, oh, one day I see and I said, oh man, no go ever forgive me. So what the heck am I doing here? Before you know it, you go back outside, you do the same thing again because you go talk to waiting. No matter where I do, she doesn't trust me, she doesn't believe me. So I might as well do it. That's why they talk, my sisters. So I want for beg una say, when una decide for continue that una relationship, actually let it go. So that trust can reign back in your relationship. Because with trust, everything is possible in your relationship. I love you all for watching. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to subscribe on my YouTube channel. God bless you now.